Alright guys, we are gonna be reacting to the other German army, the Chile Prussian tradition. We're gonna react to this to have like 2 million subscribers. I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. His name is Mark Felton. He did this video like 6 years ago. We're gonna react to this dude. Fair use. I have to make that disclaimer. Fair use. That means that reaction channels, they have a fair use and they can react to content like this as long as they make some kind of modification during a reaction, and that's what we do. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I want to get to that 10,000 subscribers, and after that we want to get to that 50,000 subscribers. Let's just get to that 50,000 first. Let's jump in. Okay.
The South American nation of Chile gained independence from Spain in 1818. It soon emerged as a stable but authoritarian republic. It defeated Peru and Bolivia in the War of the Pacific in 1879 to 83, expanding its territory in the north. A strong army was central to the nation's expansion and strength, and the Chileans gravitated towards another authoritarian regime half a world away in Europe, Bismarck's Prussia. The Chileans flirted with patterning their army on the French model, hiring a French military training team in 1858. But in 1881, Chile sent instructions to its legation in Berlin to find Prussian officers to retrain the army. In 1886, Captain Emil Körner, a Franco-Prussian war veteran and War Academy graduate, was hired, along with 36 other Prussian officers, to train Chilean officer cadets at the military academy. These Prussian officers redesigned the Chilean army into a German army, using German weapons, general staff organization and military doctrine, and of course German-style uniforms, parades and even military music. This all lives on in the ceremonial parades performed by the Chileans today. For all intents and purposes, the army on parade is the old German Kaiser's army from the late 19th century.
That's
the
crazy.
Military music used includes Prussia's Glory, written in 1871 to celebrate Germany's victory over France. Also used is the Prussian Inspection March, composed by King Friedrich Wilhelm III of Prussia in 1820. This tune is still played during colour presentations in the Bundeswehr as well in Germany.
Yeah.
The German Pickelhaube spiked helmet is worn by the military school, the 1st Cavalry Regiment and the 1st Artillery Regiment, with a white hairbrush of horsehair for officers and cadets, red-orange for the parade band. The first
and also I was thinking it also gives you a little bit of that peacocking kind of energy as well, right? It's kind of peacocking.
That's
what I think.
1900. The model 1867, they still carried the Imperial German Eagle. The Colonel Director of the Academy and his staff are dressed in German Guards Dragoon Regiment uniforms. Today's Pickelhaubers carry a plate with the national coat of arms of Chile upon it. The Academy cadets are dressed in uniforms of the 10th Grenadier Regiment King Friedrich Wilhelm II. The rifle used is the Mauser Modelo 1895.
1895.
The Pickelhaubers used in Chile were made in Austria until 2006 when the company went bust. They are now made in Eastern Europe with fittings sourced locally in Chile.
Okay.
This kind of parade would have been perfectly at home in Berlin in the late 19th century. The Stahlhelm, or the German helmet, is worn by the non-commissioned officers' school.
Wow.
It is a modified version of the Nazi-era M1935 steel.
It's true. It's a version, but it's very similar. Very similar. I would say 90% similar. 90%. Probably a little bit of different adjustment just because of the time, but it's very similar.
Helmet. The color and style of this uniform is directly modeled on the German Wehrmacht of the 1930s and 40s.
Yeah.
It was also the uniform most closely associated with General Augusto Pinochet's dictatorship in Chile. Members of the 1st Artillery Regiment wear a distinctive pickelhaube with a cannonball instead of a spike to indicate their branch of service. They are armed with a battery of 19th century Krupp artillery guns. So, if you want to see the military traditions, uniforms and music of Imperial Germany, don't go to Berlin, but visit Santiago in Chile on the 19th of September each year.
That's a great idea. If you want to have like a clear picture of how Germany used to look in the 19th century, in the mid-19th century, this is a good way to just live that. And I think Chile is doing a great job just keeping some of this tradition. You know what's crazy? I do think Germans, they have a very good tradition of strong cultures, but at the same time, they are easily individualistic. They're very individualistic. They move to Brazil, they bring some of German culture, but then they adapt. And then that German culture just kind of fades away. You see what I'm saying? You can notice this in the United States. Like, there's not a lot of German culture over here in a lot of these areas of the Midwest. Not a lot. Even Dutch and Germans, there's not a lot. Even Polish, there's not a lot. They're just American culture. You see American culture. A lot of diners, and diners are supposed to be Greek. But then you have a bunch of them around here where you have a lot of Germans and Dutch and Polish. It's kind of weird.
I hope you've enjoyed this short film. If you have, please do subscribe and also share and support me on Patreon.
Yeah,
Many
very
thanks.
good. Very good documentary. Very good. Yeah, I think damn, in Berlin guards 80 years of German tradition. Hey man, I'm telling you, bro. And you know, you can see the Bundeswehr, even though they were created post World War II, I think in the long run, I can see them just getting some of the stuff back. I think it's gonna come down to moving forward from the beginning of the 20th century. What happened? If they move out of that psychological trauma, or let's put it like that, they can bring some of the stuff back, because this is a great tradition, and you don't have to make it 100%, guys. You don't have to make it 100%, but if you can make like what they do, like uniform from the 19th century all the way to the mid 20th century, and then just bring the Bundeswehr afterward, yeah, I think that's great, man. I think that's a great approach. But yeah, if you want to experience what Germans or Germany used to look before the military, that is, Chile's parade is a great way to just have that experience. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you in the next one. I'm out.